Got wrong? Hi, we're here with Gaijin Goombah, game theory. He does his own stuff. I think he's better with his own channel. How you doing, man?
Doing good. How you doing?
Doing all right. Little real voice. I'm not used to that.
You should be. It's been in use ever since last October.
All right. So I was wondering because with the game theory channel, I don't really see as much of varied stuff from like you and everyone else. It's like the shift kind of changing with the channel, with like you're focusing more on your main channel, because it looks like your main channel is getting a lot more love than it used to.
I'm putting more content on my main channel. I'm not deferring any attention away from my content on the Game Theorist channel at all. I'm just finding better ways to budget my time, trying to be more productive, really. I mean, that's what it's all breaking down to.
Do you, like with the Game Theorist channel, like have you ever been like, are you strict with deadlines, or like are you like kept to them, or like, oh, you gotta make these videos every month, or?
Matt's pretty lenient on everything, so we've never really had that much of a problem. Everything's very chill.
How long have you been with the Game Theorist? Like, actually, how did you get with the Game Theorist channel?
That's a super long story, but very long story short, I reached out to Matt when I was still in my growth phase. He gave me a whole lot of suggestions to make the content better. He had an idea of pulling me and Ronnie in to make the Game Theorist channel better, and that's where we got started.
Oh, so he just reached out to you? It was just like, hey, your channel looks awesome.
Well, it wasn't necessarily that. I reached out to him, and then he had the idea, and I was like, yeah, let's roll with it.
That's really cool. What do you think, actually, because like I don't really hear like a lot of like the game theorists like actually talking about, like, I don't know if you know like Noggin, like what do you actually think? Noggin?
Oh yeah.
What do you think? Because honestly, like I'm really loving what he does, and actually comes from like a true place.
I watch Noggin from time to time. I think a lot of times when he's really being informational, he's on point. But I've never met the dude, and I would hate to talk about people that I haven't met yet. So.
Any reason, or just like you haven't seen him?
I just haven't had the opportunity. Like we've just never, like I've never been at a convention where he's at, or vice versa, or anything like that. So,
is there anything? Because like he seems like he really loved. Like he said that MatPat's been the inspiration of him. Has there anything like MatPat, to your knowledge, ever been like maybe he should come on the channel or something like that? So
I have no idea. And I mean, even if I did, I would never speak for Matt.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. I saw that recently you've been doing a lot more like anime subjects. Can we expect more of that in the future? Because I know primarily you were focusing on like culture and like gaming and stuff.
Very likely. Just because it's another edutainment when it comes to anime is still kind of foreign on YouTube. People keep asking me to talk about very specific things, but so many popular animes are in their like 12th season, episode 300. There's no way I'd have enough time to play catch up on that. But when it comes to maybe broader topics, those would be the things I'd be interested in.
Has any anime like of recent like catch your eye? Like have you said, oh, that's what they're doing in that? Like that would be an interesting subject to touch up on.
There's a lot actually. One that I'm going to be working on fairly shortly is Oshiete Galko-chan. It's a good one.
What's it about? Give us.
It's just high school. Like that's literally it. And while that sounds boring, it's actually been one of the most invigorating series I've seen so far. And it's also only about 12 episodes, so I have no complaints.
No, honestly, a simple subject can just be as entertaining as something like, oh, they have a stand user or something. Aki, because honestly, I love like her miniseries with the Pixel Pets. I think it's like really, really strong. Does she plan to do more of that? Because I know like it's like a big gap.
More than likely, she's just trying to restructure what she's doing. I'm trying to help her with that, and hopefully we're going to see more down the line.
Is she still? Because it seems like she's been getting like better and better as it goes on. I guess you're helping her out, of course.
She's learning a lot. Every time she puts something out, she learns from it. So.
Any subject you think that she would like touch up on with like any animals that you may know of?
You guys just have to tune in to find out.
Ooh, spoilers. No spoilers here. And I know that you said like, you know, like your thing about, but we like reference a lot of JoJo, so I don't know if you're a big fan of JoJo?
I'm not a super huge fan, but I know that there's a lot of material for me to talk about. And, you know, even though I don't watch it religiously or anything like that, I still respect the heck out of it.
I know, I mean, because I know that something related to it is Shaman King. I don't know if you'd probably get more of that because like Shaman King seems like it would be more.
I was young when Shaman King first came to Fox, so no, I'm aware.
Oh, that's great. Also, because I feel like you could probably do a lot with like wrestling. Have you ever thought of like doing like Kaneko Man or something like that? Or
Probably not actually. Wrestling, like granted, wrestling is now more of drama than it is caricature. If I was in the same position about 20 years ago, that would be a different story. But I feel like when it comes to wrestling, it's just like it's a lot of the personality, not necessarily the gimmick. I don't know. That's just me though.
Honestly, if you want to actually like get like a little bit of idea, there's actually I don't know if you know Did You Know Anime? They did one with like wrestling and stuff like that.
I actually voiced for them, so.
It's probably one that hasn't come out.
No, it's out. It's been. It's been out for a month or so.
Because sometimes like I'll look and I'm like, oh, that's an anime I haven't watched. I don't want to get spoiled.
It's there. I did the Azumanga Daioh video for Did You Know Anime.
Because it's like sometimes like I don't know if they're gonna tell me something that I don't know and it's spoiled. So, thanks for your time, man. I appreciate it.